Mheshimiwa Spika, on Thursday, mimi kama mwenyekiti wa kamati ya ukulima, uchumi samawati na mifugo, Mheshimiwa Governor wa Trans Nzoia atakuja mbele ya kamati yangu mimi kama mwenyekiti aweze vile kuwajibika kwa kazi ambayo anafanya kule Trans Nzoia. Naomba mweke televisheni zenu wazi, muone jinsi tutakaragazana katika kazi ya kujenga watu wa Kenya, na yule ambaye ana makosa lazima awajibiki. Na mheshimiwa, mimi naomba, siku za Biblia tulimwachilia Barnaba, wakamsulubisha nani? Yesu. Barnaba ako Trans Nzoia, Mheshimiwa Spika, mutuachie tumsulubishe na tuondoke nje.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, today we were treated to a surprise at the Senate of the Republic of Kenya when one governor of Trans Nzoia County, Governor George Natembeya, appeared at the Senate for a Senate hearing, which is something that we didn't expect from Governor George Natembeya to be summoned by the Senate at this crucial time when a case against him is currently brewing at the High Court of Kenya, being prepared by the Ethics and Corruption Commission, which is the EACC. Now, questions have been mounting, and more so in regards to the replies that Natembeya made today while he was being interviewed and being asked questions by senators at the Senate today, where he went ahead to allege that the current shenanigans that is ongoing and the fiasco that is unfolding in his political life is because there are people from the western part of Kenya who are threatened by his rising influence in the region. And he went ahead to quote the current Speaker of National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, and the Cabinet Secretary of Foreign Affairs and the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, as the men who are currently plotting his downfall. Speaking in the Senate today, something else was happening at the High Court of Kenya. The High Court went ahead to temporarily halt the criminal case against Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya, pending the outcome of a petition he filed challenging the charges against him. Now, in a ruling that was delivered today by Justice Bahati Mwamuye, the court suspended the prosecution related to allegations of procurement irregularities and abuse of office made by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Natembeya had approached the court arguing that his constitutional rights were being violated in the process. Now, the judge directed that all respondents in the case, including the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution (ODPP), must be formally served with the petition, application, and court order by June 9th, 2025. Now, the ruling represented a significant temporary victory for Governor Natembeya, who has faced mounting legal challenges amid accusations that could affect his political career. The case has drawn public interest given its implications for governance and accountability in county leadership. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has maintained that the charges are necessarily to uphold transparency in public procurement, but Natembeya's legal team argues that due process must be respected. As the petition awaits hearing, the criminal proceedings will remain on hold, offering Natembeya a chance to clear his name through legal channels. Further updates are continuing, but let's go back to the Senate. Let's leave the matter of the High Court to the High Court. Yes, the criminal case has been altered. But one thing is clear: the urgency at which the case of George Natembeya is being treated with, it plays out to the people of the Republic of Kenya that these people are out for blood. And why am I saying this? Governor George Natembeya has been one of the most open critic of the government of the Republic of Kenya for the last 2 years. The man has said that he is not going to back down no matter what, even knowing that the arrest and even the cases that are being filed against him are all acting as a form of intimidation to have Natembeya cow out and pull back from continuing with the attacks against the government and to pull back from continuing to unite the Mulembe nation against the government of President William Ruto. But one thing is clear: the state is prepared for the worst against George Natembeya. And the question that Natembeya asked today, while he was summoned at the Senate, he asked this question, and which I saw, it was a very significant question. He asked, what was the urgency for him to be summoned so early at the Senate, yet he is going nowhere? He isn't running out of the country. The case is still being determined at the High Court. The rulings have not been made, yet the Senate has found itself, it has suspended all other businesses to tackle the case of George Natembeya. Now, this is what is going on. If you understand that you have been a follower of Kenyan Daily Report, you understand severally I have hinted on the plan that the state is arching against Natembeya. Natembeya is the most reasonable candidate coming from the Mulembe nation in the opposition ahead of the 2027 general election. Now, seeing his influence and the rise at which Natembeya is, I mean, the popularity which Natembeya is garnering in the Luhya land and the Mulembe nation at large, it becomes a significant threat to William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza administration for them to ascend to the position that they hold again in the year 2027. So, to tame George Natembeya, they have to intimidate him to the core, and not only even intimidate him, if they have to go through the channel they know best, and that is the channel of impeachment, to have Natembeya's name deterred so that he cannot be viable for any position constitutionally in the year 2027, the government is ready to do so. And that is why this sham of an hearing that was brought to the Senate today is nothing but the choreographed game that is being played by Oscar Sudi, Farouk Aaron Cheruyot, and Senator Samson Cherargei. They're playing this game to have the people of the Republic of Kenya, and more so the residents of Trans Nzoia County, to prepare them psychologically for what they are about to bring to the floor of the House, which will be as an MCA. The MCAs have already been pinpointed who are going to table the impeachment motion against Natembeya at the County Assembly of Trans Nzoia County. Now, when they table that motion, the motion, it doesn't matter how it plays out, but they have to make sure that it stands out and wins at the National Assembly, at the County Assembly of Trans Nzoia. After winning at the County Assembly of Trans Nzoia, the motion will be brought forward. The impeachment hearing will be brought at the Senate. Now, the Senate had already summoned Natembeya, and they had gone ahead to point his misfortunes and how Natembeya has been conducting illegal businesses under the name of what? Under the name of Trans Nzoia County. So what they will do, they will make sure that when Natembeya's impeachment motion is brought at the floor of the Senate, they will go ahead to tell the people that, you know what, this man was here the other day, we told him, and we even told you that his impeachment is on the way. So why should the people of Trans Nzoia County feel that this is just an impromptu? Yet we prepared them. I told you that the people working with President William Ruto, and more so the president himself, is a man that strategically plays the game of politics as a cans of cons. He is going to con his way to impeaching Governor George Natembeya. And Farouk is not letting go. You have heard him speak several times, warning Governor George Natembeya. You have heard Oscar Sudi calling out the name of George Natembeya several times, telling him what? We are coming for you. The Senator of Trans Nzoia County, Senator Alan Chesang, he has been openly in telling the people of Trans Nzoia that the moment is coming that your governor is going to be impeached. Now, the reason they want to impeach Natembeya is so that they can dissect and scatter the Mulembe nation. Because without the Mulembe nation, without Natembeya currently, the Mulembe nation will be scattered. they won't have a leader and they won't have a united front against William Ruto come the year 2027. It's a game of cons. And William Ruto is the greatest master in playing this game. His people also are advised by him on how to play the cards. Remember, Cherargai, the senator, told you that the motion, they are bringing it and they will make sure that it wins. So it's just a matter of wait and see. And it is going to come to pass. Currently, that's what's up and that's what's trending. I would love to hear your comments in regards to this. Leave a comment on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.